To increase your likelihood of success in the jungle, think about learning these crucial survival skills. In order to protect yourself from the elements, until you come across your rescuers, you might want to build a temporary refuge, depending on the climate, weather, terrain, and resources that are available. In cold weather, insulating your shelter will help you retain valuable body heat. In hot, arid climates, providing sun protection will help you avoid dehydration. A human can only go without water for around 3 days. Therefore, in a survival situation, finding and gathering drinking water should be one of your top concerns. To boil the water, use a fire, a water filter, or iodine pills. It's critical to purify water in sufficient quantities to meet your hydration demands, regardless of the method you select. Pathogens, parasites, and bacteria can enter the body through open wounds and food. Your likelihood of contracting an illness will be lowered if you maintain adequate hygiene and cleanliness. Since even a few days of bed rest could lower your odds of survival and swiftly exhaust your resources, being healthy is essential. As much as you can, diversify your diet, and gather surplus supplies to give your body the protein, lipids, vitamins, and minerals it needs. Build snares for small game, using natural materials, forage for delicious flowers, roots, and mushrooms, or make your own fishing equipment to capture fish. You might already be able to make a bowline knot, and use the North Star to navigate, but you should still practice these abilities in a preparedness exercise. Although knowledge is important, practice can help you identify your advantages and disadvantages, so that you can ultimately get better. Start a fire with dry leaves, pine needles, or small bits of wood to warm up and cook food. Keep warm, or keep wild animals away from your shelter. To ignite tinder and kindling, use waterproof matches or a fire starter. The rule of threes states that the average person can survive for 3 hours without shelter, 3 days without water, and 3 weeks without food. This is important information for hikers who become stranded, or who are put in a survival situation. The rule of threes can serve as a pattern to direct actions in the field, even though these timings are somewhat individualized and dependent on the environment. Your mind is the most valuable survival resource you have. The human brain's amygdala releases a flood of stress chemicals to start the body's fight-or-flight reaction when you find yourself in a life-or-death survival crisis. Until you have a firm plan in place, fight against your inclinations by pausing to gather your thoughts. This will help you avoid taking unnecessary risks and use less energy. Being cool is essential since mistakes can be fatal, particularly in the woods. A survivor must move swiftly and pack lightly, thus they must also carry goods that can serve several purposes, and carry water and food while they are on the road. A stranded traveler, for instance, might not have access to a prefabricated first aid kit, or bug-out bag, from which they can pull any equipment or supplies they might need to live comfortably. These kinds of situations call for creativity and solid problem-solving abilities. For instance, The main components of a shelter that protects you from the wind and rain could be a plastic bag, a piece of paracord, and some duct tape. Use mirrors, whistles, and smoke as well as other visual and audible cues to draw rescuers' attention and let them know where you need to be taken away. To stay connected, especially if you're traveling alone, put a solar phone charger in your survival bag. Thanks for watching and listening. Please like and subscribe.